team.
All right, let me see.
Can you see it on my... Hey, everybody, it's your girl Orthodox B in the building, and we are back tonight. We are back. Hold on 1 second.
Nope, that's
Let's
not
get this going.
Yeah, we got the wrong slideshow. Okay.
That's okay. You can put it up. You got time.
Okay.
This doesn't have to be like a perfect. It's not like we reading scripts and perfect and and all that stuff. It's okay.
All right, let me see. All right,
just let me know. Just let me know when to put it up, and I will.
Okay. Hold on.
Back with Brother Rashid, and he is dropping jewels on us tonight about the entertainment war on family values. Okay, you don't want to miss this. Please click like and share. Please comment. Please place your comments, everybody. We really appreciate it. We really do.
So it's that second. It's showing 2 slideshows up. I'm looking at the second. It's on slide 30. Can you put that one up?
Yep.
Okay. That's it.
All right, let's go. I ain't talking too much today. I'm listening. Because last time we didn't get a lot done because I was too much fun.
No.
You want to start with Al Fatiha? You want to say Al Fatiha?
Yes, so we'll start with the Fatiha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Amen. All right. In the name of Allah, or God, most gracious, most merciful, praise be to Allah, the cherisher and sustainer of the worlds, most gracious, most merciful, master of the day of judgment. Thee do we worship, and thine aid we seek. Show us the straight way, the way of those on whom thou hast bestowed thy grace, those whose portion is not wrath and who go not astray. All right. And that is the English translation for the Arabic surah that I just said. All right. So are you ready, Dobby? All right.
I'm ready. She in the building.
All right. So this is the contact information. I'll post this towards the end of the session, which shows the YouTube page and other places where I have presentations on. All right. So we're going to start off with our brain teaser. You know, we like to get the brain warmed up. So what can be seen once in a minute, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years?
Once in a minute. Once in a minute.
Once in a minute, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years. All right, so we'll set the timer for 2 minutes.
In a minute.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're always doing this to me.
Once in a minute, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years.
A glimpse. It's a glimpse of something.
Uh-oh.
It's a glimpse of something.
So we don't have anybody giving you any help right now. Let's see.
I got 6 people on. Come on, y'all. 6 people on. I got 6 people on so far. Oh my goodness. We told them to come back today.
What can be seen once in a minute, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years?
A star, falling star, wishing star, once in a minute. Wait. Seconds, minute. Okay. What can be seen once in a minute?
Mm-hmm.
In a minute?
Twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years.
Okay, 1 minute, 2 moments. That's the only thing I say. 1 minute, 1 minute, once in a minute, 1 minute, twice in a moment, 2 moments, and never in I don't know.
Well, we still got 35 seconds. 35 seconds for somebody to help you out.
Oh. Come on, everybody. Where y'all at?
What can be seen once in a minute, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years? All right. We're down to the last 7 seconds. Doc B, wait till you see this answer.
I already know it's going to blow my mind.
All right. So the correct answer is the letter M.
Oh, my goodness.
Once in a minute.
Once in a minute.
Twice
moment.
And never in 1,000 years.
I'm over it. I'm over it.
All right. We'll give you one more shot. We'll give you one more shot. Here we go. Here's our last one of the evening. The last one of the evening is how many letters in the alphabet?
Oh, come on. 26.
How many letters in the alphabet?
The alphabet is 26.
26.
Oh, here he goes.
Final answer, my good sister.
I mean, come on, A to Z. How many letters can be seen?
How many letters in the alphabet?
Letters in the alphabet.
In the alphabet.
Oh. 26.
26. You're going with 26.
I'm sticking to it. A, B, C, D, E, alphabet. A, B, C. No, I got it. I got it.
All right, come on, sister. Let's see. Let's see if you got it.
8.
No, that is incorrect.
Oh.
But look, you're warm. You're warm, sister.
I know.
You're very warm.
How many letters in the alphabet? All right, take out the vowels. 1, 2, 3. Take out 3 vowels. 8, 5 letters, 3 vowels.
You are so warm. Oh my goodness.
Okay, wait.
If I give you any more of a hint, I'd have gave you the answer.
5
Let
letters.
me just say you're very warm. Very warm.
A-L-P. How many letters in the alphabet?
Yes.
How many letters in the alphabet? Alphabet is 26. And then the word alphabet, because you be tricking us now. We got to use your brain. You got to think outside the box with this.
Think outside the box, sister. And look, you are so close. You are so close with 25 seconds left.
3.
Nope. 15
Alphabet.
seconds.
A.
Come on, sister. You got it. You got it. Oh, you're so close.
L, A, F, P, H, B. Oh! Wow. How many letters?
How
All
many
right.
in the alphabet?
All right.
All right. Time is up. The correct answer is 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where you get 11 from?
You didn't count the.
Oh!
That's why I told you was so close. You had it.
I was counting up a storm. 8 and 3. 8 and 3. 8 and 3.
All right. So now
storm.
I think we're warmed up now. We're warmed up. We're ready to go. All right. So here we go. Let me. So last time we talked about the word program. All right. And we were saying that the television shows are actually programming us on how to think, what to believe. Okay. And this is a way that they control our perception. All right. So program, the definition is to insert instructions into a machine or apparatus to cause to absorb or incorporate automatic responses, attitudes, or the like. All right. So let's look at some of this programming. All right. So I want to show you this. Have you ever seen this television show?
No.
Steptoe and Son. Now, I say that you have seen it. All right. But you've seen it in another form. This way. Have you ever seen this? This is Sanford and Son. But Sanford and Son actually originated in Britain, and it was called Steptoe and Son. It was about
acting up. Just so you know, it's acting.
Oh, okay.
Did I ever disappear?
No, you disappeared, but you're back now.
Okay, so that might happen. This heat, and the other day we had a storm.
Okay, no, it's fine. All right,
so you just keep going. If I disappear, you keep going. They can still see you.
Okay, all right. So Steptoe and Son actually was a British show, and it depicted a white man and his son. He was a junk man. All right, but when they brought it over here to the States, they didn't want to portray white people that way or Caucasian people that way, so they changed the image. All right, and they had it as black people. All right, so very interesting in terms of this programming and what they do. All right, so here's another one. Here's the show Good Times, also made by the same creator. All right, but when you think about the show, the synopsis for the show is that these were black people living in the projects. They were poor. The father was always struggling, keeping more than one job to try to make ends meet, So it was a portrayal, really a negative portrayal of black people. They even had an episode where the woman was eating cat food. All right. And they always have like a similar formula. You have a buffoon character and loudmouth. They had the loudmouth black woman, the good Christian woman. And you had Michael, who was what they call militant. All right. So it's very interesting how they put this show together. All right. And the show was called Good Times, and like I said, if you see some of the episodes, you're like, oh, wow, this is a real negative portrayal of black life. All right. And what happened was Bill Cosby, he kind of got tired of these negative stereotypes of black people. And he did a show where he made the husband, a doctor and the wife a lawyer. And they said that black people didn't like that show at first, because they were saying it was too unrealistic. Okay. But that's the type of programming that they do. All right. That this entertainment business does. This is the guy who made these shows. This is Norman Lear. Okay. And he was responsible for a lot of the push in terms of feminism, the negative portrayal of black people on television. He was involved in a lot of shows. All right. Now, this is a show that came on in 2014, and it was shown from 2014 to 2018. And I want you to hear the synopsis of the show, what the show is about. It says in this Scorpion, an eccentric genius forms an international network of super geniuses to act as the last line of defense against the complicated threats of the modern world. All right. So when we look at this image, what problem do you see with that? These are supposed to be super geniuses. What do you see? And when you watch the trailer for the show, they say that these were the smartest people in the world. All right. But what do you see? What's missing?
Ain't nobody black in there.
Nobody black in there. Thank you. Okay. And that's almost like a subliminal message. Okay. Not one black person in here. Okay. Very interesting. All right. So let's move on. Let's go to our next thing. So when we talk about entertainment, we're going to redefine that. It says the act of entertaining, agreeable occupation for the mind, diversion, and amusement. And we started talking about the diversion aspect of it. All right. And what we are kind of keeping our minds away from important things. All right. So, and then we define diversion as an instance of turning something aside from its course, an activity that diverts the mind from tedious or serious concerns, a recreational pastime. But now let me show you some of the things that we are being diverted from because we're so caught up in this world of entertainment. All right. Here's a biblical verse. All right. It's, Bible King James Version, Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. And thou shalt be no increase to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now watch this. This is very interesting. Here we go. This is an image of Jesus and his disciples drawn by the early Christians from the 4th century AD. These are in the catacombs in Rome. All right. But look at how the early Christians depicted Jesus and his disciples. All right. They're all black. They're all black. Okay. Some brothers you might see around the corner or something, right? So very, very interesting. All right. Here's another depiction. Going back to the 400 AD in the Roman catacombs and these caves in Rome, where the early Christians used to, hide and practice their religion. It says the Christian catacombs are extremely important for the art history of early Christian art, as they contain the great majority of examples from before about 400 AD in fresco and sculpture. But look at this. It's nothing like the depictions that we have of Jesus, right? So these are the things that are hidden from us, and they stay hidden because we're so caught up in entertainment that we don't research. See, a lot of these, preachers and stuff, they should be bringing this stuff out. They should be bringing this information out because it brings up the self-esteem of people of color or black people. Okay. Here we go again. This was an early coin depicting Jesus. But as you can see, he's portrayed as being black. Okay. So the evidence is there. Allah or God has left us breadcrumbs of truth. And we have to seek them out. And then it's like pieces to a puzzle. Once we start bringing these pieces to the puzzle together, you start to see the truth and you see what has been going on and what's happened and what they're trying to do. All right. Here's a depiction in the catacombs of Rome depicting Moses or Musa. Right. You see black. They're black. Okay. Here's another depiction from the early Christians. This one is of Samson. Okay?
Oh, I've seen that before. I saw that before.
Right. So there is so much that's being hidden from us, but we have all of this information now at our fingertips. So we should start to look at these things. All right. Because, it'll help to raise the self-esteem of people of color, of black people. All right. This one is of the prophet Jonah from the story Jonah and the whale. Okay. 300 AD. All drawn in the catacombs in Rome by the early Christians. All right. So now this brings us to this verse that I want to talk about. This is from the Quran, chapter 55. It's Surah Ar-Rahman, and it's in English, that's the most gracious. And this is verse 33. It says, "O ye assembly of jinns and men, if it be ye can pass beyond the zones of the heavens and the earth, pass ye. Not without authority shall ye be able to pass." All right. And here's another translation of that same verse. It says, "O company of jinn and mankind, if you are able to pass beyond the regions of the heavens and the earth, then pass. Not pass except by authority from Allah." But now let's look at it. All right. Here's earth, right? Adjoining the earth. It says, "Each of us is a tiny being permitted to ride on the outermost skin of one of the smaller planets for a few dozen trips around the local star." Now, Allah has given us permission to go into space, and see the creation. All right. Because that helps to help people see the magnificence of the creation and know that there is a God. All right. But now, this is the Earth photographed from 3.7 billion miles away. And this was taken by Voyager 1 in 1990 as it left our solar system. All right. It was a satellite. Right. But look at how small we are in the universe. how insignificant we are to the universe. Now here's another picture showing that little dot is us. That's us, right? But now look, they just sent out a telescope. There's been some pictures just came back from a telescope that they sent out a little while ago, and it's showing pictures from things in the universe.
Yeah.
So look at this. So how can you deny the existence of God or deny the existence of Allah when you see the magnificence of His creation? Right?
Mm-hmm.
All these galaxies and stars, and there's no way that you can deny the existence of Allah and see just how small and insignificant we are. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, so we define part of our title for this these series of presentations, Entertainment's War on Family Values. So we looked at the word entertainment, but now let's look at the word family values. The moral and ethical principles traditionally upheld and transmitted within a family as honesty, loyalty, industry, and faith. Values held to be traditionally learned or reinforced within a family, such as those of high moral standards and discipline. All right? Mm-hmm. Now, this man, Henry Frederick Emile, he said, woman is the salvation or destruction of the family. She carries its destinies in the folds of her mantle. So the woman is very important to the family. All right? Mm-hmm. But now, I'm going to tell you the story of Aaron Russo. Have you ever heard of Aaron Russo?
I got an idea.
All right. So Aaron Russo was an American entertainment businessman, film producer, and director in Hollywood, and a political activist. Mm-hmm. He actually produced the movie Trading Places with Eddie Murphy. Right? So now, what happened was an attorney friend of his asked him if he wanted to meet one of the Rockefellers, one of the elite families, one of the members of one of the elite families. And he said, sure, I'll meet him. And, they met, they established a friendship. And this is the Rockefeller. This is Nicholas Rockefeller. All right. So this is the guy that he established a friendship. And this guy, he started revealing all of these different secrets to Aaron Russo. All right. And Aaron Russo, they were out at dinner. So he asked Aaron Russo this question that I'm going to give to you and the audience. Mm-hmm. What was the women's liberation movement about?
What was the women's liberation movement?
Mm-hmm. What was that about? What was women's lib about?
Oh, it was a lot. It had a lot. It was a lot, like equal rights and stuff.
Okay, equal rights.
Women's, like, equal, Okay. A lot of this type of stuff. Yeah.
So now, when he asked Aaron that question, Aaron Russo said the same thing that you said. It was about getting women their rights, and and the Rockefeller guy.
A man could do it, a woman could do it. Like that type of thing was going on back then. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. But so the Rockefeller guy, he responded. He said, Aaron, you're a fool. He started laughing. He said, why are you calling me a fool? He said that there were two reasons for the women's lib movement, and it was funded by the Rockefellers. He said the first thing was they were only able to tax half of the population, because if the women were at home, they weren't at work, they couldn't tax them. But once they get them out and, working, then that's another group of people that they get to tax, all right, to make money. He said, but the second reason, which was the main reason, it was so that they could destroy the family. Mm-hmm. Because if I take a woman and a man out of the home, who's there to teach the children? Mm-hmm. Okay. But now, this is exactly what Aaron Russo said happened. He said, this is what the Rockefellers said. He said, we, the Rockefellers, funded that. They funded women's lib. We're the ones who got all over the newspapers and television, the Rockefeller Foundation. He says, and you want to know why? So there were two primary reasons, and the one reason was we couldn't tax half the population before women's lib, and the second reason was now we get the kids to school at an early age. We can indoctrinate the kids how to think, so it breaks up the family. The kids start to look at the state as the family, as the school, as the officials, as their family, not the parents teaching. So it was a way to get control of our children and indoctrinate them and not allow us to spread our beliefs and ideas into our children. Okay. So now what has become the teachers of our children? It's the school, it's the social media, it's television, all of these things. Okay. But now, all right. So let's look at the word indoctrinate. Because, really the school system isn't there to educate your child. It's really there to indoctrinate, to instruct in doctrine, principle, ideology, etc., especially to imbue with a specific partisan or biased belief or point of view. To teach or inculcate, to imbue with learning. All right. Go ahead. You want to say something, sister?
I was just going to say, to bring them on over into their world.
Exactly.
Into the worldly world.
Exactly.
But don't give them the same benefits that you get.
Exactly. Okay. So this is the game that's going on. So now they said the word inculcate. All right. Inculcate means to implant by repeated statement or admonition. Teach persistently and earnestly, usually followed by or upon or in. Okay. To cause or influence someone to accept an idea or feeling. So this is what the school is there for. That this is what the social media and the internet and all of this stuff is there for. It's there to influence us and our children, but mainly the children. Okay. Now this is a quote from Malcolm X. He said, when you put the education of your children in the hands of your enemy, your children will become your enemy. When you put the education of your children in the hands of your enemy, your children will become your enemy. So think about it.
Right.
Your kid goes to school and they teach them certain things, your child will argue with you. Oh, well, this is what they said in school. Or the ideas that they're getting from the internet and from television, they'll argue with you, and say, that's the old way, So it's very interesting. And when Malcolm said that, I'm not looking at in terms of white people being your enemy. No, it's this system. Remember, Allah judges us on our righteousness, not our color. Okay? It's about our righteousness. All right? Now, this was a program that they brought into the school system, right? And this was aimed at second grade. Okay? Aimed at second grade. Look at this. They wanted second graders to learn this and label the parts. You see that? Second grade. So what are they doing? They're trying to sexualize our children.
Already.
Okay. Already. All right? And children already in the school are drawing penises and vaginas and stuff on the walls. Okay. But they did it with the boys too. So they said when they came in trying to teach this program to the kids, the little second graders were putting their hands over their face because they knew that it was too much. Okay. But what are they trying to do? What is the goal? Right? I'm going to show you something else very interesting. This was the permission slip. Now, if you look at the permission slip and if you look at the bullets of what they said that they were going to be discussing in this program, none of it deals with sex. It says mental, emotional health, alcohol and other drugs, tobacco and vaping, personal health and wellness, healthy behaviors, violence prevention, healthy relationships, growth and development, personal safety, healthy eating, and physical activity. But if you come right down here, close to where you have to sign, it said behaviors and sexuality education. Okay, so why not put that in the bullet points where you said that what you were going to be discussing? All right, so it was a trick. Okay, so a lot of parents didn't see that, you know. But this was the website for the people who brought the program in, and the thing is that if you look at their website, it only deals with homosexuality and abortion. Okay, none of this stuff that they talked about. All right, so it's very, very, very interesting. All right, and even on their website, they have, you know, they show you that they are aiming or targeting this towards Muslims, because that's why they have this Muslim girl with a hijab on. Okay, so these people are very, very slick. Now,
seems like
this is something that, oh yeah, very devious in what they're doing, very deceptive. But now here's a shirt that was being sold on Amazon. All right, look at what this shirt says.
Daddy's, oh my goodness.
Right, this was a shirt being sold on Amazon for children. Okay, so the society is becoming more and more warped, you know, every year as time. Here's another one for a baby. Okay,
It said, Sharina in the audience, she said, destroying our baby. There are no colored people in there. She was answering the questions as we go along. She's staying with us. We get quite a few people on, but I can't see on the other ones. My computer cutting up. But
yeah,
look at this. Daddy's
now
little butt. Oh,
see this?
And those are onesies. Those are onesies.
Exactly. So what state of mind is this society in that they would promote this, that they would do this? All right, but now look. Sad.
Yeah.
Now, this was from a Miley Cyrus video. It says virginity is a social construct. So they're not talking about abstinence anymore.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was even they were even giving out well it was a notice that went out, and it said that, you know, kids could come and get free condoms. Right. And it said for the ages from what to what? What do you think?
I don't know, because you're showing me some profound stuff here right now.
From 11 to 19.
Oh my goodness.
And not only were they giving them condoms, they were giving them flavored condoms.
Wow.
Okay. So they're pushing sex onto our children.
Onto the kids.
And the thing is that Lord, we're gonna talk about something. All right. Now, it says the first of the 9 satanic statements. This is from the Satanic Bible, because I'll listen to anybody. I'll do research because I want to see what these people are doing. Right. But in the Satanic Bible, it says Satan or Shaitan represents indulgence instead of abstinence. So they want our kids to indulge in sex and stuff, you know.
Yeah,
but this is right, and it's coming from right. And see, what a lot of people don't know is that the leading cause of death in African Americans is abortion. Okay. But now let's move on. This is Miley Cyrus. Remember, they introduced her to the kids as Hannah Montana. Right? But then she went buck wild, right? Crazy. Look at what it says on the cake. Abortion is healthcare. Abortion is healthcare. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's move on. Because remember, she was, this little Disney girl, and she, promoted all these little kitty stuff. But then they changed her image, and she became very wild sexually in her music and stuff. And a lot of children listen to her. Okay, this is Alyssa Milano. All right, she was on a show. I think it was called "Who's the Boss."
Yeah, I remember Who's the Boss.
Remember that? Remember that? But now let's listen to her. Listen to what she said. It says Alyssa Milano says she has no regrets about 2 abortions. I would not have my career. This is what she says. It says Alyssa Milano, 46, revealed in the latest episode of her podcast this week that she made the devastating decision to have 2 abortions while in a serious relationship in 1993. Milano, who was in her early 20s and had just finished working on Who's the Boss at the time, said she knew she wasn't ready to be a mother, according to People. I chose, it was my choice, she said. Alyssa Milano, sorry, not sorry. And it was absolutely the right choice for me. Milano says she was using birth control both times and she found out she was pregnant. It was not an easy choice, continued Milano, who is a vocal pro-choice advocate. It was not something I wanted, but it was something that I needed, like most healthcare is. See, you know that this is some sort of script, because you had Miley Cyrus saying the same thing, that abortion is healthcare. And then Alyssa Milano here saying, like most healthcare is. It was devastating, she admitted. I was raised Catholic and was suddenly put in conflict with my faith, a faith I was coming to realize empowered only men to make every single decision about what was allowed and what was not allowed. All right. Now, let's look at what the Quran says about abortion. It says, kill not your children for fear of want. We shall provide sustenance for them as well as for you. Verily, the killing of them is a great sin. All right. And that is from the Quran. All right. Here's another verse from the Quran. It says, say, come, I will rehearse what Allah hath really prohibited you from. Join not anything as equal with him. Be good to your parents. Kill not your children on a plea of want. We provide sustenance for you and for them. Come not nigh to shameful deeds, whether open or secret. Take not life which Allah hath made secret, except by way of justice and law. Thus doth he command you that ye may learn wisdom. And a lot of this push for abortion came from the feminist movement. Okay, very interesting, because we're gonna look at a couple of things if we can get to it tonight. All right, in the Bible, Exodus 20:13, it just says, "Thou shalt not kill." Okay. Jesse Jackson was quoted as saying in 1977 during the March for Life. Jackson asked, "What happens to the moral fabric of a nation that accepts the aborting of the life of a baby without a pang of conscience?" Okay, so it's very deep. What happens to the moral fabric of a nation that accepts the aborting of the life of a baby without a pang of conscience? Okay, and you can see what's happening to our society, the morals. Each year, it seems like the morals and values in society, lessen. Right now, there's a man named Joseph Stalin with a quote on education. He said, "Education is a weapon whose effects depend on who holds it in his hands and at whom it is aimed." Another one of these elitists says, "I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of workers." Okay, and that was John D. Rockefeller. There's quotes from another man named H.L.Mencken and John D. Rockefeller. It's just a repeated quote from Rockefeller. "I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of workers." It says, "The aim of public education is not to spread enlightenment at all. It is simply to reduce as many individuals as possible to the same safe level, to breed and train a standardized citizenry, to put down dissent and originality." All right. And from an excerpt from something called "Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars," this was actually in the book Behold the Pale Horse by a man named William Cooper. It says, "The quality of education given to the lower class must be of the poorest sort, so that the mote of ignorance, isolating the inferior class from the superior class, is and remains incomprehensible to the inferior class. With such an initial handicap, even bright lower class individuals have little, if any, hope of extricating themselves from their assigned lot in life. This form of slavery is essential to maintain. So, you know, like I said, the education system is only there to indoctrinate your children into the system, or to indoctrinate us into the system. All right.
Mm-hmm.
This woman here, her name was Charlotte Iserby, and she worked for Ronald Reagan in the Department of Education, and she wrote a book called The Deliberate Dumbing Down of America. And the thing is that she's saying that, you know, the powers that be are deliberately dumbing down the public. You know, they don't teach kids about geography in school anymore. You talked about how
Not
they
at
don't
all. Not at all.
right. So the thing is that they don't want thinkers. They don't want kids that can think. Just like Rockefeller was saying.
No critical thinking, none of that. No critical thinking, none of that.
Exactly. And that's why they focus on math and reading, because they just want simple, basic functioning adults. You know, but at the expense of what? At the expense of social studies and science, where they learn that critical thinking process, where they learn how to analyze things, okay? Where they learn about the Constitution and able to know their rights. So that stuff is being sacrificed because they don't want them, you know. All right, so now here we go. Let's move on. This was George Carlin. He said, governments don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. Like you said, in terms of critical thinking, that is against their interests. They want obedient workers, people who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork, and just dumb enough to passively accept it. You know? And he was somebody. He has a lot of good ideas, a lot of interesting things that he said in his analysis of what was going on in society. All right, but now here we go, because a lot of people don't realize that they are trying to create a new order.
Oh God, I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
There we go. But now, right. So now, even when you look at your dollar bill, all right, there's a lot of symbolism in this dollar bill. But if you look,
a lot going on.
A lot. All right. But you can see here on this banner on your dollar with this weird looking eye, right? The words Novus Ordo Secolorum, which means new order of the world. All right. New order of the world. And there's another one. There's this ribbon that the eagle is holding. It says E pluribus unum, out of one. All right. So they're trying to destroy the old world order and create this new world order. Okay. But now watch. You know, a lot of this, right? Because you're dealing with secret, you know, societies. And the thing is that one of the they are into a lot of what they call the occult. All right. And one of the big stories in the occult that they really like is the story of the phoenix. All right. So it says that a phoenix destroys itself and then rebirths itself. Right. But now this is what they're doing to this system. They're destroying the old world order and they're birthing right with this new world order. Okay. And they have a lot of things planned, you know, and we are too entertained to see what's going on. You know, we're watching Hollywood Housewives and all of this stuff, and you know, the sports and all of that stuff, and we're not paying attention to what's being done.
Yeah.
Okay? But now, this was an occultist, and I'll tell you that this this society is being run by occultists. All right. This was an occultist named Alice Bailey, and she came up with a 10-point strategy for a new world order.
World order.
Right? But now, but the thing is that she was a student of another well-known occultist named Helena Blavatsky. Okay, but this is her student. But listen to this 10-point plan. The first in this 10-point plan was to take God and prayer out of the education system.
Well, that's down. They accomplished that. The second, reduce parental authority over children. Oh, they got that too. Yeah, they did that too.
Think about it, right? If a parent comes in to try to chastise a child, they're not allowed. They'll call DHS.
You better not.
Because they want to be the only one seen as an authority. All right? They don't want the parents to be seen as an authority. So the kids feel like they can do whatever they want to do. Right? Here we go. The next one, destroy the traditional Christian family structure. So you can fit anything. You can fit Islam, you can fit Judaism in there, whatever. Any belief in God, to destroy the traditional Christian family structure. And the way that they're doing that is through their program, what we are consuming, right? It says, if sex is free, make abortion legal and easy. Right? All of these first four things has happened.
Don't get me started.
Here's another.
Don't get me started.
No, I want to get you started because this is the discussion. All right. So now, number 5, make divorce easy and legal. Free people from the concept of marriage for life. You see
99.99. 99.99.
Right. Exactly. So they're pushing divorce, where Allah tells us in the Quran, to avoid divorce.
Yeah, 50% of your team. That's
right.
how we worship him.
Okay, here we go. Here's number 6. Make homosexuality an alternative lifestyle.
Don't even go there. I don't even want to. I don't think I'm the person to talk to about that one.
Oh, sister, but now watch. Here we go. Number 7. Debase art, make it run mad. In other words, corrupt the arts, with filth.
Every school, every art, every school.
Right, all the arts. Right. Okay. Now, and I have a pretty interesting presentation that I put on YouTube that shows you how they were debasing the arts. Crazy. All right. Now watch number 8. Use media to promote and change mindset.
All day, every day.
This was written around the time of World War II. Okay. It says 9, create an interfaith movement. I don't see any problem with creating an interfaith movement, but what they wanted to do was, this was aimed at Christianity. Okay. But now, number 10, it says get governments to make all these law and get the church to endorse these changes. And this is what they've done.
Yeah.
This is what they've done. All 10 of these steps.
Every last one of them.
All right. And now here we go. Let's move on. King James Bible, Ephesians 6:12, verses 12 to 13. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. We have to take on the armor of God through these scriptures, through Allah's guidance. And if we follow that guidance, it's going to help protect us from what's out here.
Sure.
Allah knew what was going to be going on for us. So he gave us this guidance as a prescription to help protect us from what's going on. We're still going to face challenges, don't get me wrong. But the thing is, because this is a test. But the thing is that the more you follow Allah's guidance, the more you are protected from what's going on and what
all the evils of the world and the dunya. Yes.
Right. So now, here we go. This was from Lawrence of Arabia. All right, this is a quote. It says, "The dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they may act their dream with open eyes to make it possible." And I saw this in a video game. Very deep. The dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they may act their dream with open eyes to make it possible. And they are making
out of a video game.
Out of a video. This is the stuff that how deep some of these video games are. Okay?
Oh yeah, deep. Yeah.
All right. But now
you showed us that last one.
Man, now watch this. This is Quran chapter 36, verse 77. Mm-hmm. "Doth not man see that it is we who created him from sperm? Yet behold, he stands forth as an open adversary." Ooh. "Doth not man see that it is we who created him from sperm? Yet behold, he stands forth as an open adversary."
It's wide open. Oh,
right. But this is, to me, I found that very deep, because here we are coming from a sperm cell, a sperm and an egg, and then we grow to maturity, and then we want to disrespect the creator, the creator of everything, and try to be an adversary to Allah. Oh my God. These people, they had no idea what they're dealing with. Okay.
So
now,
that's good. So
go ahead.
So did you want to do this one last one? Because I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up. And
yeah,
did we have more? Do you have a third one to this?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think we had planned to do the 27th.
Right. I'll be back. I'm leaving. Yeah. I'm leaving tomorrow, and I'll be back on the 27th.
Yeah, you told me the 27th, the 3rd, and then August was the word.
Yep, that's right. So we're going to pick back up, folks, on the 27th. I hope you guys got something. Please click like and share. Come back and look at it again and again and again and again and again, so you can get an understanding about the entertainment war on family values and what they are doing to our communities, to our children, and how this is affecting us as a whole, as the people. Okay, so you heard it here on Bring It to the Table from your brother Rashid. Dropped it like it was hot. Let me tell you, you don't want to miss the next one. Okay, and next time, bring a friend. Please bring a friend. Okay, Brother Rashid be on fire. He don't be playing no games. Y'all see this stuff. Come back and watch it again. It's your duty. It's your job to educate the people. Come back and educate the people. Thank you, Brother Rashid. Assalamu alaikum.
Right. So I will
see you on the next set on next Wednesday. I'm out of here on my way to Atlanta. See you.
Go ahead, sister. Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.